Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel as Flippy Sister. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on Sister Wives family. Today, we've got something exciting to talk about, Brown family. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So grab a seat and let's dive right in. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has once again sickened fans with a nasty gesture. He has long been repulsive and said off-putting things. Yet, this time it was next level, and viewers called him out, as they always do. So what was wrong this time? Kody Brown has fans sick with latest gesture. For many seasons of Sister Wives, Kody Brown has been rude and distasteful. He has claimed that his former second wife, Janelle Brown, only wanted him because he was a piece of meat. Kody added that she liked his six-pack and the way he looked, which made her laugh. That became comical to all viewers, given that he has never given off hunk of man vibes. Rather, he continues to make fans sick as he has gushed over Robyn Brown in the past, alleging that she was some hot diesel jeans model. Now, at the beginning of the season 19 tell-all, Kody and Robyn were preparing to leave. He called her delicious looking and proceeded to slurp his tongue. That made fans immediately sick because the visual was far too much for anyone to have to see. No one has felt that Robyn is delicious, and that could be due to her lies and constant victim mentality. When some fans felt the need to defend Kody's love for Robyn, one chimed in with this. This was most disgusting part of the whole season. It's right up there with Robyn saying Kody was yummy and raw during Garrison's tribute scenes. These two deserve each other. I'm still trying to clean my eyes out of both of them. I literally vomited in my mouth. After seeing Kody Brown slurping and gushing over Robyn Brown, the visual was far too much to digest. It made Sister Wives viewers physically ill as they can appreciate love, but this was over the top. She was previously slammed for calling Kody yummy when she saw him riding a horse in Wyoming. They were all there for Garrison Brown's burial, yet she and Kody made of an event. Keep it private. Kody Brown has always been in love with Robyn Brown from the time she entered the plural family. He favored her over his first three wives, and Sister Wives fans noticed this. They saw that he was always with Robyn and her kids, while he had 13 other children who needed love. After Kody slurped and referred to Robyn as delicious, something had to be said because it was repulsive. He was essentially telling her that she only looked attractive because a professional did her makeup for her. That's what happens when you don't actually like each other, but you have to pretend. Whoa, that is probably why it skeeved me out. It was so performative too, but in a really gross way. She's buying it but was so gross. Nothing romantic or enticing about that. He is so nasty, his mannerisms and inability to say anything without being a caveman. How could any of those ladies ever want to sleep with him? He's a giant man-child and gross to boot. Last Ida show was just so disgusting. I cannot with this family any longer. Kody Brown wants guy trip with David Woolley. Sister Wives star Kody Brown is making some fans curious about wanting to go on a trip with Christine's husband David Woolley. There haven't been any interactions between the two. Kody and Robyn weren't even invited to David and Christine's wedding, creating a lot of tension. Due to this, many are wondering about what Kody is planning with his ex-wife's husband. Kody Brown opens up about Christine's rants. The latest episode of the tell-all featured Kody explaining his side about Christine's rants over the eaters. According to the Sister Wives star, he's been trying to stay present for each of his wives, adding that he wants to treat everyone equally as he has treated Robyn. This also confirms that Kody does treat Robyn differently from the others, but he insists that there was nothing wrong with that. Suki also told Kody about Christine's comments about how she was so fixated on him. Kody then said that he doesn't think Christine was fixated on his happiness, adding that he was struggling to find happiness because she kept saying she wasn't happy. Kody wants a guy trip with David. Some Sister Wives fans on social media discussed the synopsis for the second part of the tell-all. According to TLC, Part 2 will show Janelle becoming more transparent about the things she doesn't like about Robyn and Kody. Christine will also get real about being called Kody's favorite ex-wife. But what caught the attention of many was how the episode would show Kody expressing his desire to have a guy trip with David Woolley. Many fans doubt that David would consider Kody's invite, but others are very interested in how it would turn out. Others also think Kody would just use the opportunity to talk trash about Christine. Does anyone believe David would ever consider a trip with Kody? and I think Kody would be too threatened by David's confidence to handle it. I think Kody would love a vi trip with David so he could talk trash about Christine. I think Kody is still bitter with Christine about the breakup of the family. I don't think David would accept Kody talking about his wife like that. You actually think David would sit there and listen to Kody talk trash about Christine? Doubt the trip would last long. One negative word about Christine and David would be out of there and hopefully lay Kody out on his way out. Sister Wives. David Woolley's thoughts on Kody Brown. David Woolley has openly shared his dislike of Kody. In one of his interviews, he stated that Christine's ex-husband is selfish and an odd person, adding that he really does have red in the face. Kody did say that he tried to talk to David to warn him about all the negative things Christine may say about him. But it's clear that David never took his side and is now going even stronger with Christine. He was the one who engineered the family's downfall. I don't think he was wrong to choose Robyn Brown because he loves her, and love is never wrong. The issue is that he might have dragged out his spiritual unions for far too long. By trying to make things work with Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown, whom he doesn't love in a romantic way, he set the stage for so much drama and bitterness. It would have been better for everyone if they all cut their losses years before they did. Kody's well-being matters, just like the well-being of Robyn and his exes do. Kody is a human being. Sometimes he's reduced to the equivalent of a silent film villain, but he never tied a damsel in distress to the railroad tracks. All he did was try to keep a plural marriage alive when it needed to end. Kody may be misunderstood. His role in the plural marriage was complicated. Kody had his own reasons for doing that, and not all of those reasons were self-serving. Maybe he thought it was the honorable thing to do. He was raised to believe that those women were his responsibility. That's so much pressure. The truth is that Kody's exes are grown women, independent beings who can stand on their own 2 feet. In relationships, when a person stops listening to their heart, things often go awry. In real love, there's a purity, an honesty, a willingness to forgive, a transcendence. With Robyn, Kody feels that kind of love. What he gave to the others was not the same. It was a facsimile of what they wanted and needed. They watched a woman get the kind of love they yearned for. Their hearts were broken over and over again. So of course, no one was happy. It's sad for everyone, for Kody too. He probably never meant to hurt anyone. He has to carry all of that guilt and pain. While polygamy can work, in this case, it was a dynamic that left people confused, upset, and out of sorts. Kody is madly in love with Robyn, and the other women could feel it. His passion for the dainty brunette wasn't something he could ever hide. So it would have been better to just let go. By setting himself free, he could give Meri, Janelle, and Christine their freedom too. Sure, it would hurt for a while. Breakups are painful. However, when a person recovers from a breakup, rather than being mired in a terrible relationship, it's like the sun's coming out. Look at what happened to Christine when she accepted that her spiritual union with Kody could never make her happy. It's like it opened a portal to paradise. Before she knew it, Christine had a new man, and she didn't need to share him. She was on top of the world. Kody has to heal. Everyone needs peace. In pain, there can be possibilities. That's why, in certain cases, cauterizing and healing is beneficial. Janelle and Meri are rebuilding too, and they've valiantly moved forward, proving that they do just fine on their own. Everyone is moving forward in their own way, and there's just no need for Kody to play the victim anymore. Above, Kody wears a David Yurman signet ring. Robyn has a matching ring. He had made up his mind. Kody knows who he wants. He should put the past behind him and really enjoy his love. I think Kody should sell Coyote Pass and share the money with the exes who still have stakes in the property. When he keeps these high-drama situations rolling, he's doomed to feel guilt and anxiety. He can't really let go when he's tangling with exes over a cursed patch of land that was supposed to be the family's utopia. All of that just keeps the memories flooding back. What people need is space to recover, to regroup, and to find themselves. It can be something important that leads to breakthroughs. Kody's not wrong to love Robyn. She is the most compatible with him. Robyn seems to understand him. We all gravitate towards people who make us feel understood. To be known as we really are and loved for that is a kind of liberation. It's beautiful. If Kody has that with Robyn, and he seems to, then being with her is definitely the right thing to do. Robyn brings out the best in the man. She evokes his softer side, his gentlemanly spirit. That's how it should be. With the other women, he could not be the chivalrous man that he is for Robyn. So, Kody's decision to live in monogamy with Robyn is a good one, and I hope they can stay together forever. I can see the love on his face. He loves her deeply. Of that, I'm 100% certain. Kody can open his heart. The petty drama is out of date. What would help is Kody helping his exes. What do they need and what would make this tough transitional phase easier for them? If he sets aside his bitterness and mistrust, acknowledging the fact that he played a role in how it all played out, his life could be easier. Also, his exes might begin to forgive him for all the slights, the dull ache of watching the favorite wife receive love while they got so much less. People could really adjust. In kindness, Kody can move beyond the tortured dynamic that makes him play the victim. He could sell the land quickly to give the exes closure. He could try to walk a mile in their shoes. He could accept the fact that it was easier for Robyn than the other women. He could try to understand where the exes are coming from, rather than being so laser-focused on how he is perceived. Peace is always possible, and it's about consideration. It's about manners. When Kody is a gentleman to his exes, he'll win. To give them respect is the right way to go. It's essential to recognize that relationships are delicate things. To heal a relationship marked by so much turmoil requires a high degree of finesse. Kody is capable of gentlemanly conduct. He is a gentleman for Robyn. All he needs to do is dig deep and give his exes that kind of treatment. They aren't his partners anymore, but he can treat them like equals. When he does, he may find that he releases so much pain. While things may never be great with his exes, politeness and empathy will take him far, and maybe change everything. I believe that Sister Wives Kody Brown can make things better. Positive energy is the key to unlocking a future where every brown woman can be her best self and Kody can be happy too. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown shared more about her life in North Carolina, revealing her refusal to compromise over an important project amid her 2025 life detox and rumors about her friendship with Christine Brown. Janelle, who's been shown throughout Sister Wives Season 19 to be changing her life one step at a time, has been working hard to maintain her 2025 detox throughout the start of the year. While Janelle's been doing her best with her detox, there have been some major life changes she may not have anticipated when she started the process. Janelle's taking the time to get to know herself, reintroducing herself to her followers along the way and refusing to compromise. In a new blog post Janelle wrote for the Tata Farms website, she shared that she's tackling her new space in a new way. Looking at things from her perspective for the first time without input from a husband, sister wives, or kids, Janelle explained she doesn't have to justify my choices or make sure they fit someone else's vision. Building a space all her own, Janelle shared that she's overwhelmed, revealing, "It almost feels odd to have so much freedom." Janelle's happy to have a home that's completely mine. On Instagram, Janelle, via Tata Farms, simply said, "No compromises." What Janelle Brown having the freedom to make her own decisions means. Janelle's finally getting to know her true self. Although Janelle has always been true to herself to the best of her abilities, having the freedom to truly make her own decisions when it comes to every part of her life has surely been an exhilarating experience. She has been involved in a plural marriage for so long and raising kids for the majority of that time. So having the ability to choose things for herself was never something that came easily or wasn't met with some input from at least one other person. Now, as an independent woman, having the freedom to make her own decisions is new. Knowing that Janelle is going to be able to take the time to become her true self is exciting, as Sister Wives viewers are going to get to see the process unfold in time. While it's unclear how much of Janelle's new life will be covered on screen, her blog posts and Instagram updates have made it clear that she's dedicated to keeping her followers in the loop about what she's doing with her life on Tata Farms and elsewhere. Janelle's taking the time to get to know herself, reintroducing herself to her followers along the way. Our take on Janelle Brown feeling excited and overwhelmed by new freedom. Janelle's ready to take on the challenge of self-discovery. Although it may be somewhat daunting, Janelle's taking on the challenge of self-discovery, with her newfound independence fueling her fire. While she may be feeling overwhelmed by having so many choices and so much freedom, she'll have the opportunity to finally sit down with herself and build her own portfolio of preferences. Rather than relying on the opinions of others or decisions she thought wouldn't rock the boat, Janelle will be able to really learn more about who she is at her core. It's exciting to know that the Sister Wives star is taking her life into her own hands. Christine Brown posted more incredible before and after photos of her amazing 40-pound weight loss. Sister Wives star Christine Brown dropped 40 pounds, sharing even more before and after photos of her incredible transformation. However, losing weight isn't the only way 53-year-old Christine's life has changed over the last few years. When she made her television debut in 2010, Christine was living a very different life as the third wife of polygamist patriarch Kody Brown. In 2022, after 27 years of marriage and 6 children together, Christine walked out on Kody and the plural family. She has since married David Woolley, and their marriage is entirely monogamous. Leaving Kody upended Christine's life entirely, and the Sister Wives season 19 didn't know what to expect. By the time he was done growing his family, Kody had 4 wives and 18 children. Christine spent her adult life as a stay-at-home mom who helped raise most of Kody's 18 children. She was terrified about leaving Kody, but she knew it had to be done. The decision would change her life and give her a whole new outlook. Christine has come a long way. She left Kody, got remarried. It's hard to overstate how much Christine changed after leaving Kody and meeting David. The Sister Wives season 19 star went from a button-down third wife to a woman with multiple tattoos. She even rode on the back of her new husband's motorcycle. She'd always wanted to have such adventures with Kody, but he had his hands full with his other wives and children. Christine tried to make the marriage work, but once COVID-19 divided the family irrevocably, Christine was done. Though Christine grew up in a polygamous lifestyle, she never liked having to share her husband. Once she was free, the Sister Wives star started dating and soon met David, a widowed father of 8. Christine met David soon after divorcing Kody, and after their first date, Christine looked into the camera during Sister Wives season 19 and announced they had already planned a second date. Christine and David dated for less than a year before moving in together. It wouldn't matter for long because the couple would get married in an October 2023 wedding that aired as a 2-part Sister Wives special that aired in January. Christine's decision to move in with a man she wasn't married to was surprising, especially because her youngest child, Truly Brown, was still living the network's show about polyamory while the Brown family moves into new spaces. Sister Wives is always an emotional journey. And now that Kody Brown's tangling with Meri and Janelle Brown over the family's Coyote Pass land, I'm personally reminded of just how painful and grueling breakups can be. As a divorced woman, I know what it's like to try and tie up loose ends after decades of togetherness. I have been there and done that. Have you? I know I'm not alone when I say that I'm triggered when I see women suffering after divorces. I feel a kinship with those who are walking the rocky path I once trudged. As long as that cursed patch of land remains unsold, Kody's bound to Janelle and Meri. They must discuss the fate of the land. They must argue about it. The exes in his life, who endured years of Kody preferring Robyn, probably wish they could detach instead. Sometimes I feel like Kody's dragging out the process to stay connected to his exes, but there's no proof of this. It's just a gut feeling after having been through the ringer myself. Kody's talked about his karmic connection with Janelle. He's talked about getting back together. During my divorce, there was a time when it was push-pull. Should we keep talking? Should the break be cleaner, colder? There was chatter about reconciliation that went nowhere, a possible meeting for lunch that I just couldn't face. Would my life be easier if I'd agreed to go for lunch? Maybe, but really, I'm not sorry I didn't. My son and I watched Mad Men to deal with our emotions. When Don Draper had trouble with his wife, we just looked at each other. It was all so close to home. Janelle has enough on her plate. Kody should sell the land. Divorce is dicey, a sketchy situation, and really, there's no fast recovery. The only way out is through. But traveling through that dark tunnel takes forever. There's so much darkness before you get to the light. This experience will really change you. No one is the same person afterward. Look how different Janelle and Meri are now. So independent, so free, but also older and wiser. Janelle loved Kody. She said she did. She felt physical desire for him, wanted things to work, was the mother of his kids. For her, accepting that the decades of time and energy she poured into that relationship would lead to a permanent split must have been soul-destroying. Now, the woman who exploded last season, finally releasing some of the anger she's been carrying for years, must go it alone. She's in her 50s, and since the breakup, her life has been filled with pain. She lost Garrison Brown, the son she shared with Kody. Life is so unfair. She was already suffering when the two parents lost what matters the most. I feel like Kody should just sell the land and give her some money, her fair share of the proceeds. Janelle has had money issues after working to support the family for years. This really bothers me. She was out there working, putting food on the table, but when it was over, she said she had almost nothing. Kody said she has the same assets as everyone else, but I believe Janelle. I can't think why she'd lie about something like that. I saw the cramped apartment she lived in. I saw Kody's big and fancy house. Why would I doubt her word? I don't. I remember, in the throes of the breakup, going to see Jack White. I was in the fifth row, shell-shocked by everything that was going on in my life. Jack started singing a sad song and I stood there crying. His talent helped me to get my emotions out. I think everyone who's been through this will understand how I felt. I know how Janelle felt when it was over. I know how many tears she cried. Meri too. Women have dreams, and when those dreams just disappear, it takes time to adjust. Right now, Janelle and Meri are feeling the same kind of pain I used to feel. Of course, my ex was in pain too, just like Kody is. It wasn't easy for anyone, and the fact that a child was involved made it all so much worse, just like in the Brown family. My son and I got through it together, and we're closer than we've ever been. That's the only real gift to come out of that kind of pain. We have a bond that nothing can ever break. The love we share is so deep, it's magical. Janelle is detoxing in 2025. She wants peace in her life. When Janelle, possibly on the fringes of accepting that her spiritual union was really ending, swore at Kody last season, I knew what was coming, that she had some real challenges looming in the distance. I found it heartbreaking. Janelle told Kody to, but really, she loved that man. That's what is so sad. Janelle and Meri both share children with Kody. They have financial entanglements with him. The process of detachment is so complex, it can be terrifying. Lawyers, documents, tense discussions, a sense of unreality. All who are divorced know the drill. It's not something a person would wish on anyone, but it happens to so many people. Can Kody really let Janelle and Meri go? Does he live in the past sometimes or dream of the healing he's talked about, without realizing that before there can be spiritual healing, the wounds need to be cauterized? I hope he starts to understand that they need space, if only for a while. Janelle and Kody now share a new grandchild, Maddie and Caleb Brush's baby girl. Hopefully that happy life event will help them to see each other in a new way, as exes who can coexist and even share happy moments. However, they may need more time to get to that point. Time is a great healer. If Janelle needs more time, he should give it to her, selling Coyote Pass to really draw a line in the sand. Janelle's bravely marching forwards. What a tough and beautiful soldier this woman is. She's strong, yes, but not hardened by battle. She's down to earth and sweet, and launched a new business, Tata Farms, that is so close to her heart. She'll sell flowers and t-shirts. I really want her to succeed. Meri Brown couldn't make it work with Kody. He wouldn't forgive her for her emotional affair. Meri is thriving too, as seen above on Instagram, after years of trying to make Kody forgive her for an unfortunate catfishing incident that was probably the byproduct of some pretty intense loneliness. That's a sad story too, with no real villains. Now that she's running Worthy Up, Meri has so much to live for. She's dating a new man named Brandon Stone. Her life is lit up with hope. All she needs is an answer about Coyote Pass. Kody can give that to her. Sister Wives Season 19 shows a family coming to terms with a new normal that is sometimes extremely uncomfortable. I feel like ending the war over Coyote Pass is the best thing for everyone. It's what the exes want, and since Kody still has Robyn and the emotional support that she gives him, I think it should be easy for him to just list the land and then sell it. There's no need to hang on to a patch of earth that represents so many dashed hopes and keeps two of his exes in his life. Meri Brown announces huge life update after unexpected living situation proved she moved on from Kody. Meri Brown from Sister Wives revealed some major news regarding her bed and breakfast business following an unexpected relocation last month. She ended her marriage to Kody Brown in early 2023, and then in early 2024. she started her new business, Worthy Up. Over the years that followed, Meri traveled around the United States in search of new adventures. She also began dating again and had a relationship with a man named Amos Andrews. In February 2025, Meri surprised her fans by posting a photo of herself with a U-Haul truck in the background, announcing that she was moving. Recently, Meri announced a major life update by sharing an Instagram story about her bed and breakfast business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Meri has decided to resume renovations and posted a picture of the interior of her business, which featured a painted wall and wooden drawer cabinet. She mentioned, "Things are finally happening around here," indicating that the renovations have started and she is prepared to revamp her business. Although Meri didn't disclose details about her plans for Lizzie's Heritage Inn, she hinted she would be reopening it soon after temporarily shutting it down in August 2024. What Meri's renovation of her B&B means for her future. Meri will be spending a significant amount of time in Utah. Meri has a long history with Lizzie's Heritage Inn. She acquired the business in 2017 and was thankful to her mother, Bonnie Ahlstrom, who helped her with managing it until her passing in 2021. Throughout the past few years, Meri made efforts to maintain the well-known inn. However, she had to temporarily close it in August 2024 to complete some renovations. Unfortunately, it took Meri a while to start working on her plans. However, her recent update indicates that she is finally prepared to carry out the renovations and reopen her business. Meri's recent update also indicates that she is considering expanding her business to the next level. She is working on renovating her bed and breakfast to create an improved experience for her guests. It will be fascinating to see how Meri will enhance her long-standing business in the future. For now, it appears that she will be spending a significant amount of time in Utah and may have relocated closer to her Lizzie's Heritage Inn in Parowan, Utah. It is uncertain whether Meri will choose to live in her bed and breakfast business or find a separate residence. What Meri's renovation of her B&B means for Sister Wives. Sister Wives Season 20 could show Meri's renovation. Sister Wives Season 19 resumes on April 20 with 5 more episodes as well as 4 special tell-all episodes. Based on a trailer that was just released, the drama will be ratcheting up even more in the back half of the season. For her part, Meri and Kody will be butting heads, with the Brown family patriarch denying that he ripped off ex-wife Meri. In the first half of the season, Christine's quickly developing relationship with David Woolley took up a lot of airtime. However, the drama surrounding Koyo Pass will be one of the main focal points going forward. Assuming Meri's renovation update about Lizzie's Heritage Inn is current and happening now, then it doesn't sound like it will have any part in the rest of Sister Wives Season 19. However, if the Brown family's reality show actually gets renewed, then Sister Wives Season 20 could potentially feature a storyline about Meri renovating her bed and breakfast business. That renewal is not a guarantee, though. There has been a lot of speculation about what the future holds for this series, with some of the online discourse revolving around a desire to end the show. After all, the main premise of Sister Wives went out the window when Christine, Meri, and Janelle left Kody. One of the storylines that Sister Wives Season 19 focused on was the aftermath of those breakups, leaving Kody to figure out how to proceed now that he's in a monogamous relationship. Christine, Meri, and Janelle all have their own distinct storylines while also still playing a huge role in Kody's life.